Candles burn bright for those lost to drug addiction here on St. Clair Avenue West. Gathered here in front of the health minister's office tonight, harm reduction workers, but also loved ones who tragically saw their family members and friends die due to opioid addiction, including fentanyl. Now, this vigil is happening here as part of Overdose Awareness Day, and while tears and a moment of silence are being shed right here, Canada's justice system is looking at a new way to punish those who traffic fentanyl in a move that some are calling unprecedented. Police in South Simcoe have charged 2 alleged drug dealers with manslaughter after a man died after consuming heroin laced with fentanyl. Police there say dealers must be held accountable for their actions, but one lawyer I spoke with says a manslaughter conviction will be difficult.
What's different here, though, I think they're going to have to establish that the person selling the drugs knew what it was. Did they know this substance was fentanyl? And another issue is going to be the connection between selling the substance and ultimate death. A manslaughter charge can arise where someone's passed away, someone's died, and perhaps you didn't have intent to kill or murder, okay? And that's what they're trying to make applicable here to the fentanyl analysis. Let's take a scenario where perhaps you're serving alcohol at home, okay, and you have guests. You overindulge your guests. They go out, get in an accident, kill someone. We all know there's a chain of liability there, okay? Because that's a perfectly legal and socially acceptable thing to do, serve alcohol at home. What will be interesting is how they apply that analysis, that chain of reasoning, to illegal behavior.
And fentanyl.
And fentanyl, and that's, I think, what we're talking about here.
Toronto Public Health says there's an average of 87 emergency department visits for a suspected overdose reported each week in the city. Now, harm reduction workers like Zoe Dodd say the approach that South Simcoe police are taking will not scare away dealers from working with fentanyl. She's suggesting the opposite approach.
It's time to try something new, and we think that decriminalization, ending prohibition, and working on some other ways to help people is a much better solution. And, you know, regulating a system, you wouldn't even have drug dealers like this, so you wouldn't have anyone to charge. And I think it's time we start to look at some other options.
Now, just this week, the health minister vowed to contribute an extra $220 million over 3 years to deal with the opioid crisis here in Ontario. And we're being told today that he has vowed to meet with some of the harm reduction workers that you see here on September 5th.